welcome back, Firewood addicts, to another episode of Travis's Firewood. And today we're talking about a year in review. Alright, so I know a lot of channels out there are doing a year in review for 2024, kind of late in the game, but hey, that's okay. So before I get into the numbers of sales for 2024, I just want to say thank you for my supporters, my viewers, my subs. I've gained a lot of friendships over the last year from the podcast and on the channel, people that want to reach out via Instagram or email, and you all know who you are. I reached 500 subs December of 2023. I reached 1,000 subs April of 2024, and as of the filming of this episode, I am at 1,701, and I think it's kind of slow and steady. Since I was kind of MIA 2 weeks during December, that didn't really do good, but I think, it's not all about the numbers on the channel. I'm okay with it. I could have goals on how many subs that I want to achieve and all that stuff, but really, what I really want to do is maintain the goal of having the channel still be fun and still have my passion for firewood be conveyed through the channel. I want it still to be fun, and it's not about like how much money I make on the channel and endorsements and sponsorships and all that stuff. It's about making sure that there's a level of fun in the channel that I want to do an episode. I want to film something and edit something for you all to see, and not just have it be a part of my daily grind. I want it to be a fun part of my day, because this is definitely like a side hustle for me. So I thank you for everyone who watches the channel and your comments. I appreciate it. I know I need to get the podcast back up. Season 2 is still running, but definitely have been a lapse of time since the last episode that you saw with Mr. Bob Nelson. So I have a few people I need to reach out to confirm if they want to be on. Of course, if you want to be on the podcast, talk about shop. I think a few previous interviewees want to be back on to share updates. That's totally fine. We can do that in 2025 season 2. So let's get on that. The podcast again. So that'll be out on Sunday mornings. If I have one coming up, I'll definitely let you know for sure. So that's it for the channel. I think it's growing at its own pace. I want it to grow organically. I don't want to force it. I could post more on social media, but again, like, I don't know. I don't want it, since I don't do this full time. I'm not at that point yet. I don't want it to be of a grind, but I think that people who watch my channel watch it for a reason, and from what I understand, people give me feedback of it's just a guy doing the grind and without any special tools. It's a real channel, and I appreciate that. Wanting to be real with you all and not trying to sugarcoat things, etc. And I'm just a guy trying to sell firewood. So that's that. Into numbers of 2024, it was definitely a record year. In 2023, I sold. I'm not going to give you chords or amount of money. I don't think that that's necessary. And chord wise, I will give chord figures, but since I don't sell chords, it doesn't make any sense to reference that number, etc. So I will share it later on, yeah, anyway. In 2023, I sold X amount of money. So my goal for 2024 was $2,000 more of what I sold in 2023. Well, I surpassed that goal of what I had, more so. So I sold way more wood than I've ever had in 2024, and it was cool, and I was not prepared for it. So let's give me some numbers here. In 2024 alone, I sold 454 bundles of firewood. 454 campfire bundles of wood, and that more or less is 1 cubic feet. Therefore, that is just shy of 3 cords of wood, okay, in bundles, 3 cords. So if I want to maintain pace, at a bare minimum or to increase, I need like 4 cords of small split to make for bundles. Okay, so that's quite a bit of cordage, at least for me. I mean, like, I'm small scale part-time. This is definitely not full-time for me. So that's just that for bundles. Now for the $20 racks of wood, I sold 125 of those. So that would be about 3 cords of that. So I need like some medium split wood for the rack. So I need to make sure that when I do get something in, that I split it accordingly. Some small and little pieces that are maybe a little knotty, but still okay to look at. Those will be split a little bit bigger, as like a medium split, quote unquote, and those will be for my rack wood. So those are some of the numbers. If you want more numbers, I sold 30 racks of the bonfire bigger pieces here at the Firewood stand. I sold 41 bundles of the non-premium cedar kindling. And then from there, I sold 64 premium cedar kindling bundles. So that was quite a big moneymaker there. And then I sold 17 $90 cages of cedar chunks. So people who knock the cedar chunks being a waste of time or a bad wood to sell, well, it could be a bad wood to sell, but as I maintained in a previous episode of my customer base, cedar chunks, they sell. And if I can sell X amount, times it by 90, and then plus I have to charge for delivery, and it seems like a no-brainer to me. I get the wood for free, and all I have to do is just process it and ferry it down from the top of my driveway down in the wood yard to dry. In fact, I think my cedar guy is going to come back soon. I think hopefully this Sunday he'll drop off some more cedar for me so I can get that drying so I can sell that. Now granted, earlier this year, January was my biggest month. Now, because of my lack of inventory, January is not going to be good for me at all this year. It's not going to be good. I'm having to scrimp and on wood. It's starting to rain now. Oh, great. Yeah, I don't have much to sell at the moment, so I hope I can get some in to be able to continue. If I need to shut down the wood stand, then it is what it is. But I just wanted to say thank you all for your support, all your comments, for sticking with me. It's been quite a ride, and I value all the friendships and collaborations and contact from YouTube, from people being on the podcast, people who have commented, etc. Several friends who also have channels, and their insight and advice, I appreciate it as well. It's been cool to help out each other, and it's hard not to compare, like, oh, you have more viewers than me or more subs. It is what it is. I think each channel does it differently, and that's okay. That's fine. And I know that we all watch different things, and that's okay too. But if you have any suggestions on episode ideas, any topics you want me to cover, anything I could do different or tweak a little bit to make it more enjoyable for you, let me know. I'm not going to do anything too drastic. One person wanted me to not have like rock and roll in the background when I'm doing like a speed through. Well, that's one person with their opinion, and it's my channel. So, but I mean, if you have any ideas, please share them. I would love to hear them. Down in the comments, dig it. I would love to read them. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for the year. It's been quite a ride. Getting 1,000 subs was a big deal for me, and being I'm so close to 2,000. I think that's another cool milestone. If we do hit 2,000, I'll probably have another giveaway. We'll see how that goes. I haven't had any sponsorships as of late. I do have some firewood trips coming up. Planning on February with the PNW Fellowship. We'll be getting together in February. And then maybe traveling, going on a plane, on a jet plane. We're going to be traveling, I believe, in March. Weather depending. Hopefully March is going to be not snowy here in the PNW. But yeah, so I have some trips coming up, and hopefully that will help out with the channel and get more exposure, and to get whoever's going to be on the channel some more exposure too. So just a quick episode. I know I need to get more action on here for you. It's coming. It's coming. It's just we're still on winter break, and the kids are home and all that stuff. So yeah, you'll see some action soon. Some things I definitely want to do. The maple needs to be bucked up soon and split up. And I got that crappy cord up on top of the hill that I need to still process and bring down. When I'm spinning it down to small size, I'm putting it at my wood stove to dry out. I don't know how long that's going to take, but that stuff is wet. It is bummer of a deal, but you saw the episode, so we're no longer going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about that crappy cord. We're going to move on. Lessons learned. It's now 2025. What are your goals? I already posted this on one of my posts though, but I want to ask you two here now. What are your goals? Goals for the year, either for your family, for your health, for Firewood related? What are your goals down below? My goal for maybe I'll give you one number. I'll give you a monetary number. My goal is to sell $10,000 worth of firewood gross. That's my goal for 2024, and I know I can do that. It's just I need inventory, so I need to devote time. Another one of my goals is, you know, the arborist yard that's like 5-10 minutes away from me, that I have full access to firewood. All I gotta do is just go there with a trailer and a chainsaw, knock on the office door and say, hey, I'm here, I'll be here for a few minutes. I go out there and I can cut, and I can buck up as much wood as I want to. I load it up, and then I say, hey, I'm gonna leave now, I'm done, and then I go home. That's my goal. I wanna go there once a week is my goal. Once a week. Other people have like, I want to split and process X amount of cords a week or a month. You can have those goals, make those goals, and achieve those goals. But for me, having to go to at least for that one arborist yard and get free firewood once a week, I think is going to be tough to do, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try my best, and that's going to be free wood as opposed to waiting for an arborist to reach out to me or some other crappy wood on Marketplace or OfferUp, or waiting for Chip Drop to drop off some wood for me. I'm going to be proactive and get wood for myself, and I encourage you all to do the same. Anyway, that's the episode. I appreciate you tuning in. And remember, life's too short to be a prick, so be kind to one another. Rock and roll, stay safe, and keep cutting. Cheers.